In the quiet village of Idonra in Ondo State, Nigeria, the cries of two infant boys pierced the stillness of a small mud brick house. Their mother, Aduk, flung a worn-out bag onto the bed, her face twisted with fury. She stuffed her clothes inside, ignoring the wails of her twin sons, Ton and Teyo, barely 3 months old. Her husband, Ode, stood in the doorway, his voice soft but pleading. Aduk, the babies need you. Please, don't do this. Aduk's eyes flashed with defiance. I didn't marry you to live like this, Ode. No money, no future. I'm done. She zipped the bag shut, her voice cold. Do whatever you want with those boys. I don't care if they live or die. With that, she stormed out, the wooden door slamming behind her, leaving a heavy silence in her wake. Ode stood frozen, the weight of her words crushing him. Once, their marriage had been filled with love and laughter, but everything changed when Ode lost his job as a mechanic at a nearby garage. The small savings they had dwindled, and Aduk's complaints grew sharper each day. Now, she was gone, and Ode was left alone with their twin boys. He knelt beside the crying infants, gently rocking them. I may not have much, he whispered, his voice steady despite the pain in his heart, but I promise you, Ton and Teyo, I will be the best father I can be. The next morning, hunger gnawed at Ade's stomach, but his boys' cries were louder. With no food in the house and no money in his pocket, he strapped Ton and Teyo to his chest with a wrapper and set out into the bustling Idonra market. Borrowing an old wheelbarrow, he began hauling goods for traders, sacks of yam, baskets of tomatoes, anything to earn a few naira. People stared. Some whispered, others offered pitying smiles. An elderly woman, Mama Bose, stopped him, her eyes kind. You're a good father, she said, pressing 500 naira into his hand. For the boys. Not everyone was kind. A market woman sneered, see this man, carrying babies like a woman. You didn't think of this when you were enjoying yourself, eh? Ode ignored the taunts, his focus solely on his sons. That evening, he bought powdered milk and basic medicines from a local chemist, who listened to his story and offered a small discount. Day after day, Ode worked tirelessly, the twins tied to him, his determination unshaken. One morning, Mama Bose approached him again. Let me take the boys today, she offered. The sun is too harsh for them. Hesitant but grateful, Ode entrusted Ton and Teyo to her care. Mama Bose, though poor, treated the boys like her own, feeding and bathing them with love. From that day, she became their second mother, easing Ade's burden as he worked. Years passed, and Ton and Teyo grew into bright, hardworking boys. Ode ensured they attended the local community school, scraping together every kobo for their fees and books. He taught them kindness, respect, and the value of hard work. At 18, the twins graduated with excellent results in their WAC and JAM exams. Ton scored 330, Teyo 345. Both secured admission to study computer engineering at a prestigious university in Lagos. Ade's heart swelled with pride, but the joy was short-lived. He had no money to pay their fees. Desperate, he approached wealthy families in Idonra, offering to work as a laborer in exchange for sponsorship. My boys are my life, he pleaded. Help them become engineers. But each door closed in his face. Broken but resolute, Ode vowed, I won't let money stop my sons. Ton and Teyo, unwilling to let their father bear the burden alone, deferred their admission and sought jobs. After weeks of rejections, they found work at a small roadside cafe in Akure. They served customers with warmth and diligence, earning tips and respect. They saved every naira, determined to fund their education and ease their father's struggles. One evening, while cleaning the cafe, Ton found a sleek black laptop bag left under a table. Inside were important documents, a flash drive, and a stack of dollars. This belongs to someone important, Teyo said. They took the bag home, and Ode nodded approvingly. The owner will come for it, he said. The next day, a well-dressed man in a shiny SUV arrived at the cafe, looking frantic. Did you find a laptop bag? He asked. Ton handed it over, and the man, relieved, thanked them briefly before driving off. Later that afternoon, he returned, introducing himself as Chief Femi, a tech entrepreneur. Your honesty saved my business, he said. I want to reward you. Instead of money, he offered them a fully equipped office space in Akure to start their own tech repair and software business. Ton and Teo were stunned. They rushed to tell Ode, who wept tears of joy. This is God's answer, he said, hugging his sons. With Chief Femi's gift, the twins opened a small tech shop, repairing phones, laptops, and developing simple apps. Their skills, honed through years of self-study, drew customers from across Ondo State. The business grew, and soon they were earning enough to enroll in university part-time while running their shop. As the twins' business flourished, a weary woman appeared at their shop one day, asking for a job. Ton and Teo, moved by her desperation, hired her to clean and organize the office. Unbeknownst to them, she was Aduk, their mother, who had returned to Idonra after years of failed ventures and broken relationships. Ade recognized her immediately but said nothing, his heart heavy with memories. One evening, he sat the twins down. That woman you hired, he said quietly, is your mother. Ton and Teo were shocked. Aduk, overcome with guilt, begged for forgiveness. Ton, his voice firm, said, you left us to suffer. Mama Bose was our mother, not you. But Teo, softer-hearted, urged his brother to give her a chance. Reluctantly, they made Aduk a manager, hoping she could redeem herself. At first, Aduk worked diligently, but her old habits resurfaced. She became harsh, snapping at employees and alienating customers. The shop's warm atmosphere faded, and business slowed. Ton and Teo confronted her, but Aduk lashed out, accusing Ode of turning them against her. Heartbroken but resolute, the twins let her go, setting her up with a small provision store to support herself. With Aduk gone, the twins' business thrived again. They expanded, opening tech hubs in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt, becoming pioneers in Nigeria's tech industry. Now billionaires, they ensured Ode retired comfortably, building him a modern house in Idonra. They also cared for Mama Bose, renovating her home and covering her medical bills, honoring the woman who had been their rock. One evening, Ton and Teo sat with Ode, reflecting on their journey. We dreamed of being engineers, Teo said, but this business is our calling. It's God's answer to your prayers. Ode smiled, his heart full. The twins, now ready to start families, introduced Ode to Funk, a kind widow who worked at their Lagos hub. After meeting her, Ode agreed to marry her, finding peace in a new chapter. On a joyful day, Ton, Teo, and Ode exchanged vows in a triple wedding, with Mama Bose presiding as the mother of the day. The church in Idonra overflowed with love, marking the triumph of a family forged through hardship, honesty, and unwavering faith.